There we go. Okay, I had a problem with my Ender 3. It would printed about a half of an inch high, and I came back a little later and it was about a quarter-inch high off the table, and it was printing into nothing with the servo motor here was clicking away, and I figured that the jet was plugged up, which it turned out to be. I got this out already. This is what it looks like normally, and you got two screws here to take the thing out, and then the cover drops off. You've got a little shield on here for heat, and then this is the offending jet. Now we've got this coming in here. Printed this knob, and this is supposed to be the hot setup, but it doesn't go on decently. Anyway, I noticed that this was kind of crooked, so I loosened the bolts on it, and as I did so, I noticed that this particular one, what I do with the wrench? Here it is. That this one is stripped out. Use the wrench that it's supposed to be. See if we can get anything out of that. There we go. Let's replace that with something that works. I got this from Amazon. Complete set of metric small nuts and bolts, pretty much essential for this kind of stuff. You can look it up. It's a metric. These are stainless. A metric nut and bolt set. I think it was around $20 or so at the most. Then all we got to do is match up the screw. Problem is, that was a button head. And this is a Allen head, regular Allen head. That's okay. We don't favor one over the other here. So what I'm going to do is put this on. The bigger wrench, of course. It can get harder as you get older, I've noticed it. Now we want to get this so that it's visually more or less perpendicular. Which might have something to do. I already had this out, so didn't film that, unfortunately. But putting it back together is just to reverse it, so just run it backwards. There we go. nozzle. And the way you want to do this is you tighten it down until it strips out, and then you back it off a quarter turn. How's that for nuttiness? The nice thing is these people are courteous enough, they figure this is going to go bad. So what they do, I don't know if you can see that, this is the old jet. This is the new jet. I haven't looked at them. This one is all plugged up. All I could get out of it was just a little bit of a wispiness. And of course, being a clumsy, shaky old man, this is a major operation, trying to put this back in. I had to heat the extruder up. It was so tight in there, it wouldn't come out until I heated the extruder before I could unfasten the jet. And then this will go in here. Come on, you can do it. Not that hard. And we'll use another wrench that they sent. They sent, they're kind of cheap tools, of course. They're just stamped, but it's better than nothing. Come on. You can do it. I washed parts in gasoline and whatever kind of solvent in my bare hands for too many years, and problem is it dries out all the oils in your fingers. I probably don't put out a good set of fingerprints, but the problem is, and now that's cross-threaded, you miserable twit. Anyway, that dries the oils out in your fingers, and it's surprising how much difference that makes when you're trying to pick stuff up. Let's see if we can get this to go in there properly. This thing will go down okay, but it doesn't want to go back up. Let's try this. This is one of those things where a third hand is really handy to have. And unfortunately, I lost mine in the war. So I've only got two hands. So we gotta make do. There. And there. I'm hoping that that is in there the right distance. It's tried to keep it there. Then we got to put the little blue clicky thing back on. And then this goes on here like this. You got to be careful with these. These are the sensing wires and the heating, the wires for the heating coil. Those have all got to be kept so that they don't. This is going to be really fun here. Little trick I learned over in Nam, if you pull that away a little bit and then stick it in there, it'll hold it for you. There. There. Let's try that. Okay, so now we want to turn it on. And preheat the plow. And we want to do the extruder. So we'll bring that up to temperature. This is so exciting. Okay, the thing that I've noticed here was I was getting pinching here because when the reel would flop around, it would get tight. So what I did was I found I went into my stock here, found a couple of bearings. These are Koyo bearings. See if I can get a match up here. I don't know if they're even available anymore. These have been laying around for years. It's a Koyo bearing, EE11-2ZZM3XM. Anyway, you can find your own bearings. This is just a plot as to how to do this. What I did was I found that these bearings are a nice press fit into 1/2-inch PVC. So there you've got a nice bearing in there. And then I took a piece of rod that I had in the back that just barely fits through the bottom of it. If I wasn't so jittery, it wouldn't be a problem. There we go. And now we got a nice spinny thing to set our reel on. So what I'm going to do here, back this off a little bit. And show you the hokey setup I've come up with. This is just temporary. I'll build something out of wood or steel or whatever later. But what I'm going to use here is we'll put these on these 2 ammo cans. It helps if they're full because the weight is nice. So you want to put them on full ammo cans, not these silly empty ones that people would tell you that you need. And here comes the wife.
Who are you talking to?
I am talking to the video that I'm making. We're making big things here.
Really?
We are helping the people of the world with their Ender 3 units.
Really?
Mm-hmm. See how nice that rolls now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now what we're going to do, let's see if we can home in on that a little better.
Oh,
Beauty, Clark. Okay. I'm running out of battery. But we've got the main part of this done. We're just trying to try some proof of the pudding here. Ah, looks like we're up to temperature. So now theoretically, we should be able to take this and squeeze some plastic out. And it looks like it's doing it. Okay.
there you go.
So now what we want to do is print from the card. And we're being disturbed by the wife here, of course. Thank you.
Cold lips. What
Yeah.
is this? What a big hump.
It's good to have the wife supervise, just in case. We're heating the bed now. And as soon as that's heated, then we're almost up there with the temperatures. And then we'll see how this works.
Where'd you go after you combed your hair?
Right here. I
Right
spent
here?
all night working on my hairdo. I don't know why you're complaining about it. It's mwah.
You're a moi. Weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
You said moi.
This, by the way, is the stub end. I don't know if you can see that. That's the stub end that was melted into
No,
the...
you know what I see? I see here. Coming out of your nose.
out of my nose, out of my
your
ears. It comes out of everywhere except where it's supposed to come. That's what happens when you're 76.
Is that what happens?
That's exactly
Wait
what
until you hit
happens.
78.
Yeah.
You're just
It's
a
fun.
baby. You're just a baby. Aren't you?
Well, I'm old enough that I'm starting to run into the advantages of old age here.
Really? You haven't hit it yet.
Huh?
You haven't hit it yet.
It smells like smoke out there, all right. Almost smells like a garbage dump burning.
I don't know. Something's burning.
It's not pretty.
No.
We're waiting to get up to temperature. Here's what we're doing.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Would you like to sip of my 7-Up?
In a minute, I don't want to rush into anything that would distract me.
Oh, heaven forbid.
Okay, we'll see how this works. It's just about ready to fire up here.
7,
Extruder heating, the bed is
6,
heated.
5,
The extruder is heating.
4, 3,
We're at 188, 190,
2,
192, 3,
1,
4, 5,
0.
6, 7,
Not yet.
8. Come on. 9. You can do it.
Oh, one more.
There's 9. 200. Come on. 200. Very good. Let's
Excuse
go
me.
one more just to be on the safe. There we go. 201. Now we can kick that puppy in and start printing. First we got a home. Let's see if we've got our bed straightened out here. I came in here and there was plastic all over the place. It was nuts.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened?
The nozzle got plugged. I'm hoping that's what the problem is. We'll see here in a minute. Aha! We've got a strip. We've got a stream.
Whoa.
No.
What was that?
Nope, it's going, still going, well, maybe not, we'll see.
What knocked off?
My fancy knob that I printed. Where'd it go?
This?
Yeah, that one. Thank you.
There's some garbage. Got a trash somewhere.
You scared me with that noise. I thought it was the machine.
The crunching.
Yeah.
I don't think you have.
Well, so far it looks like
Enough
we've got a good
toys.
seat on it.
You know what? I just don't think you have enough toys.
Well, that's a given. This is the big one.
Big
Okay,
one.
we're gonna go for broke, I guess.
What are you making?
We're making the big pig that we didn't make before, that we only got halfway done. Now I got, obviously when I unplugged that Ethernet plug and you saw it, I've obviously got connection, but it doesn't want to take it. I think it's because the distance might be too far. We're about 100 feet from the, a little over 100 feet
From what?
from the router to the computer out here.
It's all Greek to me, sir.
Well, it's yeah, that's the big one. Let's check that.
So it's going to be like
Oh.
that little one? It'll be bigger?
Okay, the bed looks like it's about 60, about 61, 59, 60 degrees centigrade. So the bed's good. And we got a good strip here. And we're getting a good initial lay down, it looks like. So hopefully this will go. I'm going to run this till the that lens will retract when it's done. It is?
It was nippy to me.
No, I don't think so.
Really? Darn it.
Well, everything that I look at is 69, 70 degrees. So yeah, it probably, for old folks, it probably is a little old, a little cold.
For old folks, but not for young folks like you.
Young folks don't care. My kid would be in here with a t-shirt.
What kid? Grandkid or
John?
your son?
Yeah.
Ooh.
He'd run around outside today with a t-shirt.
I'm happy for him. So when are they coming down?
I don't know, why is it? Ah, there's the other foot. I was starting to freak out there for a second.
What, gonna leave
I
out
was
the foot?
freaking out, man. This little set came in handy here. Yeah, one of the screws that was holding the thing here was stripped out.
Where
So
did we get that little set at?
Amazon.
Amazon. You need to get cleaned up.
I know.
You need a haircut,
I know.
shave or poo. Look like an old man.
Clean some of the poop off my knee.
That would be good. I told you to quit kneeling on it.
Yeah, but it's so nice and squishy.
I'm glad yours is. Is this going to be one sitting up like my other one?
This would be exactly like your other one, except it'll be
bigger.
The other one was 40% the size of this one. So this one is going to be, well, you can see how big it's going to be.
Yeah.
This is so exciting.
Oh, yes. I don't
This
know when
supposedly-
I've ever been this excited.
I know. That's.
It's been a while.
I'm kind of concerned about your heart, actually,
Are you?
whether it can take this or not.
Well, at least it brought a smile to your face.
Person, when you get old, you got to be kind of leery of what. That's nice and cold there. Yes.
You think I'm fooling you?
Well, at least it's not windy. Thank you.
My
I'm glad
God.
you brought that up.
God. All I did was open my mouth. Jesus. Is this all part of getting old?
That's right.
Really?
It's part of the plan.
You get to fart too?
Oh, I do that all the time.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
Without even trying, huh?
Uh-huh.
It's just there.
In fact, I got one loading even as we speak.
Yippee skippy, I can hardly wait. Huh. Boy, it needs to be cleaned up out here. What a mess.
I know. That's what I came out to do
God.
several times this week.
Well, we're not sweet.
And then we get distracted again.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, that reel rolls real nice now.
Good.
There's no resistance whatsoever there.
Good.
What I need is something that provides a little bit of slack. You remember like the old tape decks used to use, where you had a chunk of tape that was in a vacuum chamber or something where it pulled it down and it was the slack, and the tape would be running through the thing, and then the vacuum thing would keep a loop in there that would bounce around, so there was always tape ready to go on the